Oh my god, I'm so moved. I'm so unbelievably, unfathomably pissed off. I'm not ever trusting Twitch again. I recorded like 2 hours of footage now. 2 hours of footage gone. Poof. Cadabra. And I'm so mad I got it all off. I'm so mad because I've been talking about this idiot. So if you don't know, this game is about like this director guy, and he's trying to uncover the mystery of this film that was lost for 10 years. Yada yada yada. Whew. So so in chapter 1, I skipped that. In chapter 1 they do this fake they give him the film, but really it's a fake, and they want to see if he can uncover the truth of it being a fake. To which he does, but in the most nonsensical way that it will make you your liver will explode at frustration. And that's what happened to me. I don't even know if I want to explain that part, but let's skip to now. So they figure out that he's worthy of being on their team, and then they bring him here. His assistant is they're set scouting, location scouting for where they're going to film. Fine, that's fine. And he finds the artist, the girl in the green and plaid top. He finds her, even though they met before, and he didn't recognize her for literally no reason. She was wearing the same exact thing. They never changed her clothes. So they find her. I have a cast list, and he picks her because he just loves her smile. It never shows us if she's a good actor or not. It never shows us any of those scenes. It never shows us anything that he was recording. All of the direction is nonsensical. There's 3 other directors, but they never talk to each other. They just go through this middleman guy, and it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. We're never given is there a plot? Is there, a plot of how they want their actresses to, act? Is the character supposed to be depicted as shy? Is she supposed to be boisterous? Because they're doing this competition thing between the directors. I'm guessing there's no reward. It's just kind of like a thing between colleagues. And they act like, this is so frustrating to even explain. They act like this is supposed to help them in production, and usually, having 3 options for a film or a series, which I believe this is for a series, would be good. That would be beneficial to have. But what they're doing makes absolutely no sense. Makes no sense. It makes no sense because it seems like there's 3 directors but no direction for how they want to portray the characters. He chose this girl, like I explained, but there was 2 other girls he could have chosen, and so the other directors chose the leftover girls in their productions. But what's so weird is I think they're filming in the same location, which makes sense. But they all have different actresses with different, experiences and looks to them. So they don't even know what they want the actor to look like, which I explained in, all the footage that wasn't saved. Thank you, Twitch. And there was one character, and he expressed that character, that actress was very unappealing to him, a very ugly person. And if you're having an ugly person, again, nothing wrong with being ugly. I think that's irrelevant. If you're having a very unattractive person to, the majority of people play the main role, then that's going to affect how the story is portrayed. That's going to put subtextually, we're going to think differently about the character and, and their motivations. That's going to change everything. So that's why I feel like character design, is important, and who plays who is very important to how the audience feels about that character. Yet for some reason, that's not taken into consideration here. Who wrote this game. So far, nothing makes any sense. But the voice acting is really good. The voice acting is really good. That's what I expressed in my 2 hours of wasted time. And the illustrations are good. Like, I love the character design. I love this dude's design. The director, he's one of the directors. He's new to directing, by the way. And he has, the leather jacket and hoodie. And he looks sort of middle-aged to me. I don't think they give his age out. But he looks like a 35-year-old or something like that, or 32. I see, they do give his age. He's not 30 yet. I think he's like in his late 20s. Which, But I liked how he has that mature look to him. I just wish he thinks mature. Oh yeah, right now, hold on. Let me get into this. I have a lot to recover about this game. Ooh, this is frustrating me. So we're interrogating this child. I'm assuming she's a child. She's a student. And, hold on. I'm gonna go back to the dialogue. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, sorry to interrupt, but you were at his house all day yesterday, too. Yes, I'm always there. Yes, as always, got to the professor's house and was there until you all came. Did you hear anything out of place or see anyone coming in and out? You're asking the same things as the police. Expression clubs over on hearing his question. Polite smile, like a fucking psychopath. Sorry if that's touchy subject now, but now that we're involved, we're curious about the case. Like, okay, just for some context, this guy is wild because, like, I didn't get the reaction of me reacting to this. But this guy, the guy that we're playing as, the protagonist, he recorded while he was there at this mansion for, recording this, filming this series. While he was there, and the husband was being hospitable to him and treating him like going out of his way to treat him like a proper guest. And that's when the girl sees the wife's body. And she's, frozen in place and it's bad. And she has this, like, burn here. And there's, like, these chemicals in this little tub behind her. And she's sitting in a chair pointed to the camera. Oh, this is so annoying. Okay, back to what I was saying. So he's interrogating this student, this child, over what happened, when she found the wife's corpse. And then, like a psychopath, he tells his camera operator to record the body. And his assistant, like the rational human being she is, says, "What? What are you doing? What are you talking about? Why?" And he just yells, "Film it. It's our duty," or whatever. He's sick. And I don't know why the husband didn't stop him when he did this. Okay, that's new information. Okay, so this is confusing. This is a confusing part right here. So basically we're trying to say that the murder happened between 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. But now she's saying, oh yeah, but I did check on her at 2:30. No, maybe a little bit before that. So I did check on her around 2. Hold on. I was looking up on my phone. That's why I stopped, and that's when the stream stopped. I was looking up how long does it take for rigor mortis to set in, because the director, this guy we're playing, the protagonist, he was just like, okay, it looks like she's experiencing rigor mortis. I must be spelling this wrong because it's not coming up. I wanted to figure out, like, can that happen in like a few hours? Okay, it's looking like I spelled it right, but still nothing's coming up. Wikipedia. Stiffens, yeah, stiffens, the muscle stiffen. Okay, here we go. Stiffening, that takes 1 through 7 hours after death. Hardening tissue appears after. It disappears after 1 to 6 days. Okay. So that takes 1 to 7 hours. So I guess it could happen at that time. Following time of the episode's temperature. Okay. Okay, well, the skeleton first appears in the jaw and other short muscles of the hands. I don't know, it's still not fitting right with me. It's still not really fitting right with me because she was sitting in a chair and she was like in a really awkward pose. And when she had fallen over, and she died through this chemical explosion, but her body had to be moved and propped up for that. Like, why would she be sitting facing the door with the explosion behind her, with the explosive device, the chemical concoction behind her? Like, it's just not adding up for me. And he's talking about being a detective, but, and then they say it's either a suicide or it's a murder, and I'm suspecting murder by the way it's looking out, but it's just not making sense. It's just not making sense. Who all was in the house? Was it just those three? And when she says she checked on her, she's not telling us if she was looking okay or not. There's a lot of gaps here. And I know, sadly, this anime is just going to pull all of the explanation completely out of the butt. Completely straight out of the butthole. Oh, right. And I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, oh, well, maybe the husband did it. I'm really not thinking that's the case. See, we also have, there was a event, a very boring event because it wasn't illustrated properly. But anyway, there was an event happening in town and we recorded it for our series, even though the series is a mystery thriller. Whatever. We were recording that. It didn't really explain anything further of information I would like to know. But, like, you know, what's the character saying or stuff like that. What are we actually focusing the camera on? Is she at the festival? Is it, you know, is the character visiting her parents around this town? You know, no information, nothing, in the dark. Anyway, so we're at the festival and we hear this man coughing because our main character, he has to sneeze and he was afraid that he was going to get berated by the audience if he sneezed in public. Okay, so, you know, he sneezes, but it's covered up by this guy keep coughing and, like, gagging and yakking and all that. And so the guy is like, you know, why are you doing that? And, you know, that's disturbing. And, he, you know, eventually he like, balls over, it's sad. I'm saying this because that's what it said. And he, you know, he runs off. He runs off from coughing. So I'm theorizing that because the gas that murdered this woman was, you know, it made people cough, was noxious. So I'm guessing that he has something to do with it because he must have been exposed to the gas, but at that time, so, okay, let's just put that on the shelf. Right, so the guy later, we discover very later on that the guy commits suicide. And so the husband starts, while the police are there, after the event, after everything is documented by the police, the guy's brother, the one who was coughing, the one who commits suicide, he shows up, and the husband starts arguing with him and fighting with him, and it's very funny. And he blames the younger brother. He blames the guy for flirting with his wife and having like an affair. I guess they had an affair with each other. And he blames the murder on that person. But his brother says, no, your wife was a whore. It wasn't my brother. Your wife was a whore. So I really personally, I don't think the brother did it, the one who killed himself, because that would be a horrible, lame story, because the culprit would be, boom, it was that guy. I think what happened is he killed himself because the wife died. That's what I think. Okay. So we have all that in place. There's a lot of things in the air. It's not to wake. Okay. 廊下の小窓から少し様子が見えるようになってますから。Okay. それでどうだったんですか？特に変わったところはなかったですよ。お顔までは見えない。Okay. So she was already dead. She was already dead. When the girl saw her, she was already dead, but she couldn't see her face, so she didn't know. 特に姿勢が乱れていたわけではなかった。綺麗な姿勢でお休みになってました。So I guess we're supposed to assume while she was in that rocking chair, this position very oddly, while she was in that rocking chair, she died, I guess. We saw about it in her posture suggested she died after a painful struggle. So basically it means she was still alive. Okay. Yeah, she was still alive probably, but if we're talking gas, when she could have still been infected and breathing it in and just not knowing about it. So that means the culprit could have already been inside of the house and set up that thing, set up the trap. Okay, finally. I got stuck here. And it's getting dark. Head back to the end. Finally. Because I was trapped. With no source of escape. I went out of there so bad. But no, I hate this main character. I hate him. I hate him to death. Well, I'm just wondering where the story is headed. I really hope that this chapter is going to make some sense about how this woman died. I hope he's just not going to be like, oh, she died because it was magic crystals around. Like, he makes up things. He just goes with his own theory, and then he says, soft. Yeah. I didn't explain this. So these two detectives, they were at the the first crime scene, and they were at the second crime scene of the dude committing suicide, and so were we. Because our guy can't mind his own business and then he keeps running away in the most suspicious way possible. So I'm not surprised if these guys think that we're up to no good, which we are, and think that we're some kind of way involved.
偉いんですか？
警部補よりずっと上の階級だよ。この若さで警視ってことはキャリアのスーパーエリートだ。
ああ、それじゃあこちらの若い刑事さんの方が上司。
待て待て待て待て、違う違う。こいつは警視じゃなくて警視の。警視のって名字なの。ただの巡査だ。
ああ。
まったく、お前も俺より偉そうに名乗るんじゃねえ。
すみません。
ミニコントなら他でやってもらえませんかね。
ミニコントじゃねえよ。倉持邸の件であんたらに用があってきたんだ。
Yep, unsurprising.
用と言われても。
自分ら事情聴取はちゃんと受けましたよ。
事情聴取は一回とは限らねえんだよ。ま、とはいえ今日はそれじゃねえ。だしな。
Oh, is he talking about the recording of the dead body that he shouldn't have?
何をですか？
テープだよ。
Yeah. Yeah.
お前らシナ
Yeah.
パンとやらでずっ
Yeah, I agree.
と回してたんだ。
I agree. I agree. Illegal. Illegal. There's no way that's legal. There's no way that's legal or should be legal. You're sick. You're sick.
倉持夫人の遺体を発見した時も撮って。
Yes. Yes, he did. Because he's sick. He's sick.
いや、まさか。
Yeah.
そんなことは。
Someone snitch on him.
それ以外のテープも全部提出してもらう。
Not only
そ
that.
の手がかりになる。
Not only that, he's willing to. I'm telling you, he lies about everything. This dude lies about everything. There was this little scene where we were supposed to pray at a shrine and put in like this copper yen. I could be wrong, but I think that's like 500. You know the ones with the little 500 on it. But he gave like one silver that only has a 10. It's only like 10 yen or something. He's cheap. Sorry. He's a cheap lying piece of scum. And then he was just like, oh no, I would never do that. I would never do that. You did do that. Your assistant saw you do it. Your assistant saw you do it. You're right-handed. I hate how manipulative he is. He's a gaslighter. He sucks. Continue.
嫌だとは言わせねえよ。なんなら強制的にガサ入れして機材全部持ってってもいいんだぞ。
I'm completely fine with that. I think that's completely fair. You know what you did. In the end, unable to defy, surrenders all their tapes, including what's in the van. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. None of that would have had to happen if you just didn't do what you did. Who does that? Who does that? Who? Sick. I can't make this up. That's sick. Then while the husband is there, I'm not trying to say that it makes it right if it was in secret or something. And he's like, I did it. But no, I'm just saying it's disgusting that you just discover this, his wife's body and he's still in the room. And then you yell on the top of your lungs to your camera operator to film it. Are you out of your mind? One, I don't get why the husband allowed him. His husband. I don't get why the husband allowed him to do that. Like he just didn't say anything in the dialogue sequence. Like it acted like he just disappeared. It didn't even say, oh, he went outside to throw up or something, because they were gagging because of the nauseous fumes. But from what I can see, he should have still been in earshot enough to heard and probably see what was happening, Like, still, we haven't spoken to the husband yet. I want him to have a dialogue about that.
監禁による応募っすよ。
うるせえよ。漢字も知らない言葉をうろ覚えで言うんじゃね
Did she say fascism?
それじゃこいつを預かっていくぞ。何？問題ない内容なら捜査が終わってから返却してやるよ。刑事のお前まで。
はい。
I can't believe all that footage. I lost 2 hours of footage. I'm still pissed. All because I trusted Twitch. Ugh.
せっかく撮ったテープ全部持っていかれちゃいました。
Okay, I'm sorry. I just have to say this. I know I'm probably screaming very loudly into this video, but you didn't film anything of worth, at least to me, the player. I've seen nothing usable or worthwhile to production. Nothing. Absolutely nada. Zilch. Zambu. Nothing usable. You're pissing me off. I'm so pissed. I said with a blank expression. Unbelievable. And then with your director making you run all the way over town playing Vigilante of the Year, worst Vigilante of the Year. Like, how did you... You didn't get any work done. Even the work you did get done seemed completely useless. Seemed like a few scenes of the shots. You know, few scenes. Whoa. Again, I'm not a film director. I don't know much about, what they do, but I just feel like to have a whole day's work, just be a few scenes, sounds like a fail. Sounds like a complete fail. If this is episodic, then you should had at least one episode done, something. It looked like nothing. It looked like not even enough to have a commercial, barely. Ugh. Oh, right. He made copies. And he still has the film of the body. Way to go, bro. Way to go.
さようさよう。あれでテープをすべて没収したつもりとはな。
Illegal.
まったくでございます。このご時世、小さな USB メモリー1本でデータなどいくらでも隠せるもの。
ぬふふ。
Okay, this is a pretty funny scene, but we're supposed to root for these people. We're supposed to root for these people. No.
さて、おふざけはここまでにして、どれを出せばいいんすかね。
倉持夫人の遺体が映ってるところ。そもそも他殺なのか自殺なのか。何か判断できる手がかりがあるかもしれない。
Oh, wait, I hope they show it.
あの様子をまた見るのはちょっときついっすね。つか、
Again.
そんなにこの件にこだわるんすか？前にも言ったけど、うちらただの映像やっすよ。
Without context, it may seem like she's just as bad as him in this recording, but she's not. She actually has the most sense of anyone in this whole entire series. I know that sounds like, oh, that's not very impressive, but she is on it. She's very on it. But she's going along because he's a manipulator. One, I'm just going to say that right now. He's a manipulator, but she's going, along with it right now. This is the most, but she didn't want any of this to happen, so, he's the one.
言いたくないならいいっすけどね。ま、自分は監督信じて従いますよ。
すまん。
Why can't he just leave this to the police? Like, usually I'm all for vigilantism. I'm all for it. And I'm like, yeah, get some justice, get some personalized justice, because the justice system sucks. Like, but in this situation, in this case, and with his behavior, it's disgusting. Like, I do not think that he should be involved with this. Okay, is it going to show me the body again? Okay, so now we're going over the body and the footage. Okay, so this is how we find her. We find her like this, in this position. With the burned spot on her neck, and I'm guessing that's the bottle. That's the bottle that must have exploded. Obviously she had to be moved, because how would the bottle have exploded? Then what? She went, oh, and she fell into the chair and then positioned herself doing like this, and then she just died right there. No, I think her body was fixed in that position. Let's identify this first.
この金だらいもどうも引っかかるな。
何がっすか？
いや、 仮に洗剤混ぜて自殺しようとしたとして、こんなでかい金だらいいっぱいに洗剤用意するか？
そう言われてみれば確かに。
Yeah, that did bug me too, but for different reasons.
これじゃなきゃいけない理由が何かあるはずなんだ、きっと。
What bothers me most about it is like, why is it like that? Why is it, what is this room? You know, I can't really see from this angle, but like, what is this room set up like? Where's her bed? Like, is her bed over here, or is it over, let's say her bed is over here, to my left, to her right, okay, by the dresser that we see. Okay, what was happening, and why is she sleeping in this rocking chair? Why was she tired in the first place? There's so many questions. They are pissing me off. Ugh. But no, he wonders why the bowl is big. Yeah, I do wonder about that too, but why is it in the middle of the room? How did she not see it there? Like, that's what messes with me. If this is not a suicide, I mean, yeah, if this was a murder, where the heck did that come from? Where did that come from? And what, she walked in the room and didn't see that? It had to be in the room the whole time, but if it was in the room the whole time, why was it there? What did it do? We just don't know. Okay, it says focus on our necklace. No, focus on the burn mark. This kind of more like a bruise from the, yeah. Is that burn mark? A bruise on some blood. Okay. Okay. Okay, so she had that prior. Okay, so that could allude to many things. That could allude to her husband was, you know, maybe putting his hands on her because, you know, the whole cheating on him thing. Or that could just mean, or like he said, it could be a birthmark or something. Okay, so that's unrelated. So it didn't explode. So she had to inhale it and then she died. And then rigor mortis set in. Okay. Still not really fitting to me. Yeah, she was choking and she was probably, you know, she grabbed her like chest and she was like, yeah. Yeah, it would be a painful suicide. But if it's a murder, God, if this is a murder, that opens up so many questions.
楽な死に方なんてなかなかあるもんじゃないがね。少なくとも自分から死を選ぶなんてするもんじゃない。監督は自殺とかしなそうっすもんね。うん。俺は100まで生きて大往生するつもりだからね。
Okay. Whew. And then we have this note, which I'm very, very curious about. I think I'm going to check about that last, because the note is the thing that also made it seem kind of like a suicide, and also the fact that that huge thing is in the room, but like we're supposed to believe she didn't know. What did she think that was? Like, I'm sorry, what did she think that was? And then we can go and say, oh, her lover put it there. What? God, this doesn't make any sense. In the stupidest way. Okay, this is expensive. Nothing in particular is suspicious. That's going to be important. I feel it. Okay, the note. Let's look at the note. Which I don't know how he's just now noticing. We've looked at this multiple times, by the way. And we've been there in person. But he didn't notice. So is this... Okay, so he said shadowy. Wait. Well, it's hard to see due to the desk shadow, but there's something... A desk? So there's supposed to be a desk in this shot? See, that's why I say the illustrations in this game is just kind of lackluster. Because again, this is a murder mystery. I really need scene. I need set design to tell me what's going on here. And I would also like the image to not be tilted this way. So she's at a desk? Is that what it's saying? Where's the desk? Where is she? What room is this? I know it's her bedroom, but what is in here? And why is there a rocking chair? we came in and we saw her facing us. So she would have to have the rocking chair pointed towards the door. Someone had to move it there. But no one's talking about that. Yeah, magnify the note. Like that's going to matter. Okay, enhance. Okay. Okay. Heck if I know.
八坂にとあるのだから、八坂神社に奉納される時のことを言ってるんだろうな。問題はこれが誰によって書かれて、なぜここに落ちているかということだが。
Okay. That makes me okay. So, let's say she's at a desk with a rocking chair, and she was either reading that note, and then she grabbed her chest, and the note fell over here. That would finally make some sense about what's happening. Okay. They can tell sex by handwriting? Anyway, cultural thing. So does that mean, are they alluding that the killer was in the festival, that it was her lover who killed her and murdered himself? Or is that really what they're going with? Why? Oh, childish writing. Oh. So was it the girl? But why would she just murder her like this? And how? So wait. I forgot to say. Another plausible, I'm really stretching the word plausible here, explanation is that somebody came in quietly and put the gas device in the water there and put it, carried it in without making a sound. The carrier didn't they got out while she was sleeping, because the girl said that she was sleeping in the rocking chair. So I guess you could say they snuck in, put it in, and then she started choking, and then she died. And then rigor mortis set in magically. So, God, this is bothering me. It's probably because, I'm like a Columbo's fan, I'm like a fan of murder mysteries, and nothing about this is reasonable to me, especially how they handled chapter 1. Ugh, okay. There's a bar, you see that, right, on the side of the screen? I could scroll down with a mouse, but I can't. What else am I supposed to focus? It's not letting me leave this scene. Am I supposed to focus on the dresser? I went out of here, to be honest. Okay, there's nothing there particularly suspicious. We went over here. Oh. Okay, you found something. Please tell me she's not just now noticing the necklace. I swear you cannot be this stupid. You people cannot be this stupid. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Ooh. Oh my god, what do you mean? It kind of looks like a necklace. What do you mean? How did you not see this before? How? I'm pretty blind, but trust me, I would have saw, it should have been illustrated better, because it's implying that the room is supposed to be shadowy. So then I could understand if the room was shadowy, then yeah, it would be hard to see that necklace a bit. But the room isn't shadowy to us. So it makes the characters look stupid when they point out something that we seen immediately. I'm just gonna guess and say that necklace was given to her by the guy that she was cheating on her husband with. There, that's all I got for now. That's the only thing I can think of. Now he's printing out stuff from images of the dead body. Oh, cool. cool. We're just getting more fun and creative with it. Oh, we're printing it out. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? It's the fact that he has this video in the first place, but could you imagine, right? You're just, I don't know, you're talking to this guy in his van or in his apartment about what he's filming, or, you know, I don't know, you're a colleague or a friend, whatever, you know this guy, and then while you guys are talking, your eyes go over, and you're like, hey, guy, what's that on your table, that photo? Oh, and he's just like, that's just a photo I took of the dead woman who was murdered? Yeah, I got a picture of her necklace zoomed in because I thought it was a clue. You would run so fast and maybe call the police. Am I wrong? What? What do you mean? Who are you? So weird. It's deranged behavior to me. It's deranged. And you were there. I can see when people have like these fascinations about murder cases, and they kind of like humanize, and they kind of have like idolize the murderers, you know? Sure. You have like a parasocial relationship with murder. Why not? But when you were actually like involved, when you witnessed someone's murder, and you're so devoid of emotion that you're like, you record it and I don't know. I feel like that's crazy. It's crazy. I get that maybe you want to solve it, but and another weird aspect, this woman is completely unrelated to him. He has no emotional ties to this person. I could see if it was like your girlfriend, of course you would, want to take matters into your own hands if you feel like the police aren't doing anything. This is a random person that he's just trying to invest in their lives, that he's just barging in to their lives, into this sensitive, grieving time, and trying to figure out this little mystery game for him. Like, it feels like it's just a game for him. It's weird. Like, to me, it does not come as a general, it's pleasure. It's to pleasure himself with. Like, he thinks it's fun. He thinks it's funny. It's quirky. It doesn't sit right with me at all. Okay. All the way in the room to commit suicide. Yeah, it seems odd to murder someone too, to lug something that big into your room. It works both ways. God, this is frustrating. Why did I play this? This is so frustrating. There's something up here. Doesn't look like a fresh one. Yeah, that's what you said before. Why am I still here? I cannot go back. I'll go back to... That's true. That's true. Yeah, but like I said, it was probably a note from her lover. Simple. Again, he's so slow. I be thinking things up like that. I know I could just go through his dialogue faster, and that would make him faster, but I swear to God, sometimes he's very, very, very slow. No. Okay, good. We're done with that. We're done. Good. Because I'm about to have a seizure. Good thing we filmed it. And then does he really think that the authorities aren't going to come to all the conclusions that he just did, and they can physically be there and search around the scene? He really thinks he's doing something here. Like, and then I could see if this was like journalism, and he was interviewing, people maybe that the police are not focused on, and then, that's fine. That's completely fine. That's normal. But what he's doing is is useless.
まあ
God.
作り物だと思い込みながら操作してたんでなんとか耐えられましたけどね。
そうだな。すまなかった。ひとまずこの映像を調べるのはここまでだ。みんなと合流して出かけよう。
了解っす。
I'm sorry, but man, I still can't leave here. Wow. I hate to do it, but I'm just gonna. This is the end for me. I'm just gonna continue on later because I've been doing this for like 3 hours. Whew. God, this had me so mad. This has me so bloody mad. Ugh. I'll record more, maybe.